Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Are you hearing me, students? Please reply. Are you hearing me? Okay, very good of you. I'm again starting my lecture because there is a continuous net problem today. There's a lot of disturbance. It is English language lecture today. Okay, I'm going to start it again. Please don't get worried. This is English language lecture number 51. The topic is essay writing. I am telling you that essay definition, that an essay is a short piece of writing on a particular subject. Whenever you write different paragraphs on a similar topic and compile them, then it takes the form of an essay. There are some steps to write an essay. The first one is brainstorm the topic. It means you will have to think about the topic in mind and collect the points and note down the points on a piece of paper in the notebook. Note down all points that come to mind about the topic. Research the topic. Research the topic means you have to collect information about the topic from different sources. The most common is the internet. You can collect the information from the internet, as well as you can collect the information by reading from the books, from the magazines, from the newspapers. Then you have to develop main content. Main content means you have to sort out the important points from all the information you have collected. I hope you are understanding. There are some more steps to write an essay. Outline the essay. Decide points about each paragraph. It means when you have collected many points, you have to decide them to write in the form of paragraphs. Okay, but you have to decide the heading, for you can say that, or the outline of each and every paragraph. Then the last step is to write the essay. It means you have to compile all the points in the form of paragraphs. Now, there are some parts of an essay. You know that whenever we write an essay, it must have three parts. There are three parts of an essay. The first one is the introduction, the second one is the body, and the third one is the conclusion. The first one is the introduction, in which we have to write about the topic or the background of the topic. And in the body, you can write the introduction in mostly in the form of only one paragraph. And when you come to the body part, it means you have to write the details about the topic. So it may contain three paragraphs or more than three paragraphs. The last part of an essay is conclusion, in which you have to write the conclusion, or you can say you are doing the ending of the essay. It may be written in the first one paragraph only. Now I want to discuss about the introduction of an essay. The introduction of an essay is written in the first paragraph. I have already told you many times in your class as well that you have to write a very good introduction, so that the reader can get the attention. You can get the attention of the reader. The introduction should attract the reader's attention. It means you should start the essay with some strong sentences, so that the reader can attract towards your essay, and he would not leave the essay, and he should attract towards the essay, and he should read it till the end. A dialogue, information, or a quote can be written here in the introductory paragraph. You can write, or you can write some important point, some important quote about the topic in the introductory paragraph. Now, the second part of the essay is body. The body of an essay explains or describes the topic. Actually, body contains many paragraphs, 3, 4, 5, sometimes only 2 paragraphs, but you have to explain or describe the topic in those paragraphs. And because of that, you have to collect it, the main ideas, or I have told the outline. Each main idea in the outline is written in separate paragraph. If you collect many points or many important points, Abdul Rafi, please, if you want to write anything or ask anything, ask at the end. Please don't disturb at this moment. Each main idea in the outline is written in separate paragraph. I have told you that you have to collect the outlines or the important points about the essay, but you have to write all these outlines in separate paragraphs. Okay. This is the first line of each paragraph. You can say that. Each paragraph begins by writing the main idea, which I have already told you that this is the outline and it is the main idea about the paragraph. You will start each paragraph by the main idea and then write the details about the main idea in the same paragraph, which are called the supporting ideas. All the supporting ideas are written in the same paragraph. It means the main idea or the main line is used to start the paragraph or is written in the beginning of the paragraph, and the supporting ideas or the ideas related to the same line you have to write in the same paragraph. Next part of the essay, that is the last part, it is called the conclusion, or you can say it is the conclusion paragraph. The conclusion brings the end of the topic. So the conclusion of an essay is written in the last paragraph because it is actually called the end of the topic. So it must be written in the last paragraph. It sums up all the ideas about the topic. It sums up means it adds all the ideas about the topic and it gives the ending of the topic. So you can get all the information or whatever information you have written in the body paragraphs, you compile or in the form of a conclusion in this paragraph. It should consist of some strong sentences as well, because these sentences keep the place in the reader's mind. When the last paragraph or the conclusion paragraph contains some strong sentences, it takes the place in the reader's mind and readers could not forget your essay. I hope you are understanding. Now, there are some kinds of essays which there are many other kinds as well, but I am discussing only 3 kinds of essays here because these are included in your syllabus. The first one is descriptive essay, the second one is the narrative essay, and the third one is the compare and contrast essay. You can uh, understand from these names that descriptive essay comes from the word description. It means the details, or you can write the details about something here. Narrative essay, it comes from the word narration. It means you have to write in the story form or you have to narrate some incident. Next is compare and contrast essay. It means the comparison and the differences between some things here. It means you have to take only 2 things for giving the comparison here. Now I want to discuss some points about the descriptive essay. Descriptive essay is the first kind of essay which is included in your syllabus. A descriptive essay describes a person, a place, or a thing. It means you can take 3 things here. A person, you can describe the personality of a person, you can describe a place, or you can describe a thing, or you can say object. Okay? It means description means you have to write the details about person, place, or a thing. A descriptive essay includes important details about the person, place, or thing in such a manner that the readers can create a picture in their mind and about the person, place, or thing being described. It means when you are writing the essay or you can write a descriptive essay, you have to write the details in such a manner in such an interesting manner that the readers, if they have not seen the place, they have not seen the thing, or they have not met the person, they can create a picture of the person, place, or thing in their mind, and they can understand them very clearly. So you have to write the details in a very attractive manner, and you can add little bit details as well. Okay, I hope you are understanding. Now I have included some of the details what to write in the essay. Details to be written about the person. If you are writing about any personality, a descriptive essay about any personality, then you can write about their journal description. General description means moving from general to specific. For example, if you are writing about the person, you have to start the general description of the person first and come to the specific details. It means you have to write about his education, for example, and then come to his academic qualifications or professional qualifications as well. Physical description means you have to describe the personality of a person physically. Physically means how he looks like. What about his face, his build, his clothes, his expressions, how he behaves, which type of clothes he wear, uh, what are his expressions, what are his behavior with different people. Now, the third thing which you can add here in the details is the personality traits. That means habits. What are his habits? What he does at different times? What his attitude and behavior? How he speaks to people. I hope you are understanding. Now I come to some other details. When you are writing about uh, any place or details to be written about places or things. Whenever you write about the place or things, then you will add the physical description. That means moving from general to specific, you have to write about some places and then come to the accurate exact place, whatever you want to describe. Characteristics, moving from general to specific, like you can write about the general characteristics of different places, about their atmosphere, about their surroundings, and then specifically describe the place. Then you can come to the finer details. Finer details means you can tell us or write us about the size of the place or the object or the thing, color, shape, texture, structure. Okay, like if you're describing the place, you can write about the area or the surrounding, whatever things are present there. Now you can write about the atmosphere of the place, you can write about the qualities of the thing or the object, whatever qualities the thing has got. Now there I have written, in this slide I have written some of the topics for descriptive essay, those topics which are most common to be written under the heading of descriptive essay. The first one is the teacher I remember. You can write about your favorite teacher, and you can start with the introduction about different teachers. Next is my favorite uncle or aunt. You can write about your favorite uncle or aunt and about his personality or her personality as well. The third one is my favorite personality. You can write about any of the personality you like, but remember, in this topic, my favorite personality, you cannot write about your relatives. Remember this point. If the topic, my favorite personality, comes um, uh, to write an essay on that topic. You do not write, you cannot write, it is not, it should, you should remember this point, that in the heading of my favorite personality, you cannot write about your relatives. A historical place, a scenic place, okay. Now, narrative essay. A narrative essay is focused on telling a story. You can write about in the form of a story. A narrative essay includes important details about the incident. You have to write about the important details. Tips to be applied here. Make an outline of the plot. You can write about the plot, what you wanted to write, what you wants to write, what you want to write. Describe the important characters about the incident. Describe the scene. It means whatever you have seen here, you have to write about that. Now, some details you have to write about under the heading of narrative essays, like when and where the incident took place. You have to write about the date of the event and the place of the event or the incident, whatever you want to describe, what happened there. And you have to include significant details here about the details about what happened at the specific incident, what is its significance at personal level, what are their impact on personal level, societal level and country level. Okay, I hope you are understanding. Now, some topics I have written for narrative essay here is a road accident. You can describe in detail about the characters, about the people there, and what happened at this there. You have to write where it happened, what happened, when it happened. You have to write about the date. A memorable day, it can be your birthday or it can be a school celebration. An unforgettable day, you can write about any day which you cannot forget. A terrible earthquake, a horrible dream, it can also be described here under the heading of narrative essays. Now I come to compare and contrast essay. This is the third kind of essay which has been included in your course or syllabus. A compare and contrast essay includes the similarities and the differences between two things. Okay, you can include the similarities about two things as well as you have to write the differences between two things. Now, there you can write different details in the similarities. If you are taking the topic of seasons, you can write the similarities about different seasons, but most of the time there are differences. Okay, little bit similarities are there, you can write about that, and the differences between the two things. There I have added some of the topics for compare and contrast essay here, like city and village life. You know that there are very little bit similarities, but most of the differences are there in city and village life. There are totally different ways of life there, like blessings and curses of science. You know that science is a very important thing for development of the top technology. There are some blessings of science and curses of science as well. You can write their details, advantages and disadvantages of computer is the most common thing used nowadays, so you can write about their advantages and disadvantages. Uses and abuses of mobile phones. Adil Ansari, please don't disturb. Uses and abuses of mobile phones, advantages and disadvantages of internet. Now, one more thing which I want to discuss here, that you are dividing the essay in different paragraphs like introduction, body, and conclusion. So remember this point, that when you are writing the compare and contrast essay, you don't write in the form of differences like you are writing in the copies in the column form. This is not the different differences written in the column form. You have to write in the form of paragraphs. It means you have to write the detail of any one thing. For example, you are writing city and village life topic, so you have to write the details about city life in the first paragraph, first body paragraph, and then you will write the details about the village life in the next paragraph. You can write the details of city in more than one paragraph. You can add second and third paragraph in the body part. Similarly, you can add two or three paragraph for village life, but you have to complete the all details of city first in three paragraphs or two paragraphs, and then come to the paragraphs about the village life. And after that, at the end of the essay, you will have to write the concluding paragraph. Okay, I hope you are understanding. If you want to ask any question, then I will give you time. So you can ask me the questions. Okay. If you want to ask anything, please ask me. Now, do you want to ask any questions? Please ask me. Yes, Nimra, you can write about your favorite national heroes under the heading of my favorite personality. But don't remember. But you should remember, all of you, that don't write about your relatives under the heading of my favorite personality. Okay, remember all these points. Any other question which you want to ask? I want you to remind that I have. Assigned, I have given you an assignment on Friday, but I have given you a submission date of 18 December, remember, so that you will get your copies of literature in the coming Friday. And after that, you will complete the literature assignment and submit in the next week, or next Friday, that is 18th. I will assign some of the language assignments in this week, and you will have to complete them in your language journals, so that you will submit your language journals in the coming Friday. Okay, remember all these points, and please complete your journals on time, so that I will check your all things, all work in time. And do the language work in language journals and literature work in literature journals. Be very careful about all these things. Okay, remember. Anything which you want to ask? If you want to ask about any other thing, okay. And remember, on Tuesday, every Tuesday, will be a quiz on Google Classroom. So go through it and carefully choose the correct answers, because you will have only one chance to submit the quiz. There will be no more chance. You will have only one chance to submit the quiz. On every Tuesday, there will be a quiz. I have already given you the topic for tomorrow's quiz. Only Nida, you have to complete the assignment in literature journal. When I will return your literature journals, then do the assignment. Leave it till then. Okay. Now I want to stop here. because time is over. Okay. Allah Hafiz.